Hi my beautiful people, welcome to today's vlog. Welcome and welcome back. If it's your first time to see me, my name is Linzabu and this is Linzab's World, where we share inspirational stories, we share travel stories, we share anything that is within my world that may it interest you. Consider subscribing, and if you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always subscribing and for always liking and sharing and commenting. You guys make my world a whole new better place. So in today's video we are going to be talking or discussing about why I left Kenya so early when the plan was actually to stay there for until 1 week before Christmas. So yeah, if you don't know, I've shared a few vlogs in Eldoret, Kenya, and I've left already. I'm in Uganda already, and yeah, it's a story that you might want to watch up to the end. If you find this video interesting, please give it a like, and yeah, let's get the video rolling. Linzabu, hi, So I went to Eldoret, Kenya because I was in search of some time alone, some time away from my home, because I had been at my home for a very long time. I haven't traveled anywhere in over a year. So I decided to take a quick trip to Eldoret, Kenya, because it was near Uganda. But then I realized that maybe I was too quick to go. But I've posted some very, very amazing videos already. If you haven't watched them, please go and watch them and leave me a comment there. When I went to Eldoret, and I remember the first video I posted before I went there, I was already in a low mood, because I think many people are misinterpreting some of my videos, which is not a good thing, but also I understand that those things have to happen, that you can't stop people from thinking what they want to think. And thank you so much for all of you who stood in for me, to defend me, to the extent that the person who had commented, like 3 of them, literally deleted all of them. So thank you so much. Yeah, so I had slight pain in my stomach before I left for Eldoret, but I thought, if I take painkillers and it will all go, it will all come down. And boy, oh boy, was I lying to myself. So I get there and it just gets worse. It just gets worse. And I couldn't stay there any longer because I had to schedule a gynecologist's appointment as soon as I could, So that's one of the reasons as to why I left Eldoret so quick. The other reason as to why I left Kenya so quick was because I did not know my way around. Sadly, but that is truth. And you want authentic information and authentic life, right? So I reached in Eldoret, and then I didn't know anybody. I didn't know any content creators. I didn't have any friends there. The only friend that I have, or that I knew that I would meet there, was going to arrive in Eldoret 3 days after I arrived. So I was looking forward to meeting her. But then in the meantime, I needed to be doing other things, like doing content. But then I get there and I don't know nobody. And then I get stressed out because of that. But then I went on TikTok and I type in content creators in Eldoret and got a number of them until I called this girl, and then she says, "Oh, Lynn, who are you again? I don't know you, but I have a friend who will be glad to walk you around Eldoret. So if you don't mind, take her number. So she sends me her number. I call the friend. The friend turns up. It was amazing. If you watch the video, she took me around, showed me a few places. But then we made plans to meet up the following day, and we made up to meet the following day. But when I called her in the following day, I could tell that her tone towards me, or her voice, had changed, which clearly showed that something was wrong. I don't know if she expected me to pay for the previous walk, which is something I always do. Anyway, if I realize that that is your job, why would I not pay for it? But I think she didn't communicate. So in my mind, I was like, okay, she's taken me around. Of course, I have to refund her transport. It's only fair. I have to, refund maybe a little bit of airtime, because you can't walk somebody for free. But I thought, since she's a content creator, would get along, and maybe I'll do favors just as much she has done favors for me. I don't know. Maybe if she watches this video, she will tell us what that was, because she lied to me that she was going to meet her grandma in the village. Her mother in the village. But then we get to the mall and she's there, and I'm like, okay. Why? What was that? It's easy for you to have just said, Lynn, I have errands to run today. I'm not coming. And I will not beat you. So yeah, from that time on, my mood just went down, like really down. And when it comes to content creating, you have to be in the mood, in the vibe, to actually hold the camera and then vlog and edit. And so I got kind of, yeah, so that's another reason. I got bored. And then all the nice places that had good content for you guys were deep outside of Eldoret, and I had no knowledge of which border guy to trust, of how much actually the prices were for me to get an Uber or something like that. So it became a limited space for me to explore my kind of content. And I called it quits. So I had counted on her to take me around, because we had made plans to go visit the tea plantation and the sports camp and all those things that I didn't get to do. So if you're watching and you're in Eldoret, please hit me up, because I'll come back soon and we'll go. If you're a content creator, I would prefer if you're more of a content creator and you have time, because all the people that I met actually didn't have time. Then there's another friend of mine. Oh, you are so lovely. A subscriber of mine. I can say your name, right? Lydia? Yes. Lydia, you were so amazing. Thank you so much for hosting me, for treating me that day. It was really, really, really nice to meet you. But also Lydia was busy. So in the end, I was left all alone. I couldn't get out of town in places that I don't know, because how do you start introducing yourself? Like, oh, it was kind of limiting space for me. The other reason as to why I left Kenya so quick was because, apart from being sick and being bored and being out of options, because they're all within town, the other thing was food. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, because I'm not going to go into details about the food thing, but yeah, it wasn't it for me. And basically the whole time I became frustrated being there, so I just decided to come home and maybe plan better, so that next time I go to Kenya, to Eldoret. I actually loved Eldoret because the weather was so cool, especially in the evening. It gets cool and you can put on your sweater It was good, and the people were more friendly than the other parts of Kenya that I've visited. So yeah, I'll definitely go back to Eldoret anytime, any day. The people were so cool. And then suddenly I met my friend, the one that I had thought to meet 3 days. Yeah. And then I met my friend. She did come. We had been talking with this girl. We got each other's contacts from Girls Love Travel. There is that Facebook group of girls who love to travel. It's a group of women who wants to travel, and she wanted to come to Uganda. That is in 2016, but she didn't get the chance to come to Uganda. Instead, she went to the UK, and I was able to meet her in Eldoret. She also gave me a very good treat, but she was also busy. She was in a hurry to go meet her mom. So I loved Eldoret. I just had those other personal issues, but overall, it was a beautiful city. The people were more friendly than in Nairobi or Donholm or Nyabuhansi or yeah. So I loved Eldoret. I'll definitely go back. Thank you so much for all those people who came in for me to hype me up. Oh, show us more content. Auntie Jackie, thank you so much. Zach Fabe, thank you so much. Lukwago. I mean, the list is endless. So I'm just so grateful that I have you. I hope you don't get bored. And also the other reason, I nearly forgot that. I was posting videos and you guys were not watching. YouTube was not recommending the videos. So I was like, what's the point of me spending more money in the area? And my people clearly don't like this content. So I just made a U-turn and came back to Uganda. And my first stop when I came was at Sala Tourist's place. So I've been camping here for a few days until I get home. I miss my dogs so bad. So yeah, that is the story as to why I left Eldoret, Kenya so quick than I had anticipated. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you for me. See you. Bye. Bye.